who should Terence Crawford face next? Well, most of the names that people would like to see him face are up at 147 pounds. I already did a video about a potential fight with One Time. And this video is about a potential fight against The Truth, Errol Spence Jr. Now, Errol Spence, as I've said before, is a guy who isn't the most talented guy. He has decent talent level. When I mean talent, I'm talking about natural ability, hand speed, foot speed, punching power, the ability to be ambidextrous, so on and so forth. Spence doesn't excel in any of those areas. He's got fairly decent speed, nothing amazing, fairly decent power, nothing amazing, so on and so forth. Where Errol Spence is good is mentally. He's very calm. He's also very good to the body. He is one of the best, if not the best, body puncher in the game right now. Against Kell Brook early on, he was getting outboxed. Kell Brook, a bigger guy than Crawford. Probably a stronger guy. Probably hits harder than Crawford. Definitely not as quick as Crawford though. Definitely not as slick as Crawford. Definitely not as good defensively as Crawford. So if you put Crawford in place of Kell Brook, you have to imagine that, you know, Kell Brook was able to outbox Errol Spence in several of the early rounds when they fought. You have to imagine that Crawford may have more success outboxing Errol Spence early. Yeah, he don't have the, you know, maybe don't hit quite as hard as a Brook, not quite as strong. So maybe Spence would be more emboldened in terms of coming forward and attacking. But Crawford a hell of a lot slicker than Brook, a hell of a lot more talented, and probably would have enough power to keep Spence honest. So I see a fight where Spence is getting outboxed for a lot of the early rounds, and he would need to take chances, Spence, in my view, in order to get Terence Crawford out of there. You know, unless he manages to drop Crawford and shake him up, intimidate him early on in the fight or in the mid rounds, I can't see Errol Spence winning a decision. He would need to really just stay on Crawford's case, not give him an inch, be relentless in his pressure. And Errol Spence can do that to some extent. I mean, you saw against Chris Algieri, he was quite relentless in terms of the pressure he was applying and so on and so forth. But Algieri is no Bud Crawford. Crawford is just a next level. So, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting matchup. Definitely a matchup I'd like to see. But just like with Keith Thurman, if the fight was to happen anytime soon, I would actually pick Bud to win the fight. I would actually take him to win. He, you know, the one thing about Spence, though, is that he's still improving. I think that Thurman might have plateaued as a fighter. I'm not sure that Thurman's going to get much better. But Errol Spence, I believe, the best of him is yet to come. I don't believe he's anywhere near plateaued yet. So if the contest was to happen, you know, a couple years down the line, 18 months, I might pick somebody else. I might change my mind. In fact, previous to now, I would have maybe picked Spence 6 months or a year ago. I might have picked Spence over Bud Crawford. But at this stage, I would pick Bud Crawford if the fight happened anytime soon. You never know. I might change my mind again. And as I say, 18 months, 2 years. So we'll see how it goes. But I would take Bud Crawford to get a decision over The Truth right now. But let me know how you feel. How do you see the contest going if it were to take place? Maybe you think I'm mad and Spence would be far too big and far too strong for him. Whatever the case may be, drop it in the comment section below and let me know what you think. All right, it's happening. I'm out.